Well, it's time to ask some questions. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Change by Grace with Tara. And today, what we're going to talk about is asking questions. So, as you know, we've been talking about change and specifically trusting God in the messy middle. I am on this journey of becoming a keynote speaker. And as I do that, I'm reaching out to people, having conversations, and I'm following this changed framework. And so I know why I want to change. I know what the change is, what I am becoming. And we talk about these action steps and the need to say no and always keeping God at the center. And then the next couple letters we talk about are expecting that things will be different and then dreaming about what's next. So, really, the changed framework, the CHANGED, is the framework that we will iterate through as we make any personal change. And so lately, I've been focused on the need to ask more questions. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that I really understand my target audience, what they need, what their dream results are. And so, with any change, we want to ask some good questions. If we want to serve other people, we need to know how they want to be served. If we want to say we are a success, we want to know, how do they define success? So, for the change you're making, do you know how you define success? Do you know what how you would describe the current problem that you're seeking to solve, the current challenge you're seeking to overcome? So my action steps are to ask more questions. So these are the kinds of questions that I'm asking because I want to serve others well. And specifically when I say that, I want to speak to others and and I want them to see God working through me. So I want God to be glorified. I want him to be front and center, not me. He's giving me some gifts to speak, but I want to speak so that others can say, oh, that felt like it was a message from God to me. And so I get to serve others. But I can't serve others well if I'm not clear on what the challenges are they're having and how they would define success. And so, no matter what your change is, I think we have to be crystal clear on those kinds of things. And to find out, we have to ask some questions. And the more questions, the better. So, when you are going to go into your change, what kinds of questions do you ask? Even if it's a change you want to make, and it's not about serving others, but it's really about a change you believe God is inviting you to make, what kinds of questions do you ask? So help me see what the current state is today. Help me understand what it is that I'd like to change, even for yourself. Asking God to help you see clearly and rightly in the direction that he wants you to go. One of the things I say about change is often clarity comes as we move. God is just asking us to take the next intentional step, but the clarity comes as we move. He often doesn't give us all of the 59 steps to go from where we are to where we desire to be in the future, but he will give us one. And then when we take that step, he'll give us another step. So clarity comes as we move. And what I'm finding at this stage, I need to get some clarity specifically about who I am serving. So let me ask you, what clarity do you need to get on your change journey? Please let me know in the comments. And if you'd be so kind to like, follow, and share this series with people, because we want to have a lot of people that can proclaim that she is changed and that we are doing it with God at the center. He's the one leading and guiding the change efforts that we take. So, what clarity do you need to get? All right, talk to you soon.